Alright. So I think what I'm actually going to do, instead of planting this and going back to the ocean today, is we're going to go dig. I haven't done some digging in a while, and when I was looking down there earlier, I noticed that it was all uneven. So I might at least even it out again. So I don't feel like traveling all the way back to the underground monument right now. So that's what we're gonna work on. I actually need to go up there, not here. Sleep real quick. Fan blowing my hair on my face. Ah, yes, I'm at the stairs. Eventually, I will take those down. Because I won't need them.
A great place to get moss.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were using this as a moss farm?
Not farm, but that's why at the top level there's a lot of like ores and stuff. You know that, right? Moss won't replace ore.
Oh, so it's a good way to find ore as well?
Well, not find it, but like...
uncover it?
You can mine that faster if you don't care about straight lines. Because if you put it down and bone meal it, it's quicker to use an efficiency hoe. It's basically an instant mine.
Hey, V-Daddy! Yes, it was the mysterious AI voice again. Thank you for resubscribing! 4 months. In a row. I appreciate it. I was gonna show you the bees. That's right, Bee Daddy. We have bees now. Palmer has turned into you. He decided he was gonna start having a bee farm and raising bees. And we now have bees and collect honey and honeycombs. Show me the bees. Alright, we'll go show you the bees. Let me get out of here. Did you rejoin the game just because I'm showing off the bees? Alright, so if we go downstairs... Here we go! So these are where the bees live. And then we can harvest the honey back there. And they have their lovely little flowers. And then over here, we have a secondary chamber where Palmer can figure out if the hives have enough bees in it in order for them to be able to, you know, repopulate. No, it's not a mod. No, bees are just a normal thing in Minecraft now. I forget which update that they were added. Yeah, I think so. I think it was like 116, maybe? Or 115? I don't know. One of the earlier ones, but yeah. So they just live in their little hives there, and you get honey in a bottle. I'm just being thrown a bunch of honey in a bottle, and you can drink the honey. Well, yeah, I think the size of the bees may be a little bit unrealistic. And now Palmer's yeeting honeycombs at me. Okay. Stop. He's making it rain honeycombs. So there's the honeycombs. So yeah. So we can go in there and... Do they just pop out a little beehive? An extra block of what? So there are also bees living in here. These are the worker bees. Because they are, yeah, they're honeycomb blocks. So this is literally harvesting honeycombs from these bees, where if you come down here, it's a honeycomb farm. And then the next two over here, these two spots are going to be honey farms, where it auto harvests auto harvests. I don't know why I had difficulty saying that word. Auto harvests honey and honeycomb, where over here it's a manual process where you actually have to go in there, and either with glass bottles you harvest the honey, and with shears you can harvest the honeycomb. You trap them in there, forced labor. Yeah, over there Palmer has kind of... Yes, they do have a flower. They have a flower in the middle there that they can eat, and, well, not eat, but harvest the nectar from for making the honey, and then we harvest the honeycomb. So, yeah, they're trapped in there. These are a little bit more free. Of course, they are still trapped within glass and fake sunlight, but they at least have a little bit more free range than the other ones. Yeah. Oh, a flower. That makes it all better, right? They have a flower. But, yeah. I like this one. This is a very unorthodox apiary, but they look fat and healthy. Yeah, I think they like it. And you can basically take a flower and then you can see, look, that one, that little baby bee had pollen. Oh, and that one has pollen too. And then take it back and make it honey. But you can breed them using flowers. So you basically feed them the flower and you get little baby bees. So yeah, and people have created all kinds of bee farms. And then I think there is a modded version of Minecraft that is just entirely a bee mod. And you can have different colors of bees, and the bees can do different things. Well, I would need to grab the thingy. I'll do both. I know where they are. And the flowers. Okay. Hello, bees. See, look at the little happy hearts. Look at the little baby bees. Aw, they're so cute. My little baby bees. Yeah, leave holding a flower in my hand. And we harvest the honey. So many bees. The sound. Look at this. Is not how baby bees are born. It's so much more violent in real life. I know you've explained how it happens. I much prefer the Minecraft version where they have little happy hearts and then little bees just go pop. Surprise! It's much happier here in Minecraft land. So yeah. Yeah, this is so much better than real life. Real life is as real life often is, much more terrifying. So let's see, have they made anything more yet? No, not yet. Excuse me, bee. I need to get out there. Well, I live here now. Oh, you're welcome, Bee Daddy. Just close the door quick, you say. Well, yeah, but he's like raring to like go out the door. Hi, bees. Ah! I'm being swarmed. Literally. Haha! I made it. So yeah. Tell your AI boyfriend he's doing God's work. Wait, why am I running for the door? I'm already out. Were you not paying attention? I ran out. Oh, look at all the baby bees. They're so cute. So little. I sure like this corner. But, yep. that's the bees. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. That there. Empty balls can go there. Flowers go there. And the shears. Alright. Now we can go back to digging. Right, I think I'm going the wrong way. I think I used to be able to get to where I needed to go from this way. I don't know if I still can. Eh, that works. This is close enough. Back to digging! I do not have ladders. The one thing that I probably should have grabbed, I did not grab. Back into the castle. I haven't been digging in a while, so I have forgotten everything that you would usually need to have on me. Like ladders. Oh, that was literally where I had to go. And I went out this way and just had to turn around and go that way. Anywho. Grab some ladders from the storage area. Yeah, that's good for now. I eventually have to rehome all of these fish. I may just make this bigger or something. I haven't decided yet. Because eventually what's going to happen is all of our little axolotl friends are going to live in here. But then the fish can't live in there because the axolotls will kill them all. Because the axolotls are very, very adorable, tiny predators that just kill things. So you unfortunately cannot have a pond with both fish and axolotl because they will not get along. So I have to rehome the fish. The fish have to find another home. I probably could just do like a giant aquarium somewhere in the castle. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. Giant aquarium. I'll rehome all the fish. The fish will be happy, and then axolotls in the pond. Because I want to see them all swimming around and cute and adorable. We've got different colors. I'm very excited to release the axolotls. I have to name them all first. So that way they don't, you know, despawn. Wait, I mean, I'm not using the right pickaxe. Well, I have cobble now. Now I use this pickaxe. My goal of evening this out is not going very well, as I just now made it uneven again. Oops. It's fine. Eventually it'll all even out. Whoa. Okay. I found the cave. We knew this one existed, because obviously we've gone through it. and have lit many a torches to remind us that it's here, and we have to eventually go through. I think up there, yeah, there's a bunch of Endermen that just hang out right in there. And so we haven't actually gone up there. We've explored the rest of it. But we just thought, let's not tangle with a bunch of Endermen right now.
I mean, if I truly do have a one kill sword.
I mean, yeah, you
But
took
I feel
out...
like that guy had to have been damaged. There's no way I've got a one kill sword.
You did manage to kill that one particular Enderman just one swipe of the sword, which was impressive. That doesn't normally happen. Normally it takes quite a lot to kill an Enderman. But you did add a lot of different things to your sword. I think your sword's better than mine. So I would not be surprised if you could one-shot an Enderman.
Sweeping edge, knockback, looting, mending, sharpness.
Yeah, but what level of sweeping edge?
3, knockback 2, looting 3, sharpness 5.
Okay, yeah. See, I have only sweeping edge 2 on mine. So I've got unbreaking 2, sweeping edge 2, knockback 2, looting 3, and sharpness 5. So you've got a little bit of an edge on me. I'm getting booed from the other room. Sure, someone appreciates my terrible joke. If Chris was here, TFD, he would appreciate my joke. He's all about bad puns and dad jokes. Probably sleep. I just now noticed I made the advancement for Be Our Guest. Use a campfire to collect honey from a beehive using a bottle without aggravating the bees. Which, when you build a little bee farm, you put the campfires in there underneath. So much in real life, when there's smoke used, Bee Daddy would know. You use the smoke to calm the bees. So I didn't actually do that, but Palmer did, and I just harvested the honey. And got the achievement as well, so yay! I'm like right on the other side of where the bees are, because you can hear the little stuff. You saw it on the closed captioning. It's like, bee enters hive. Dispenser failed. Probably not good if the dispensers are failing.
No. You want me to explain why it failed?
Yeah, what does the dispenser failing mean?
Okay, so this is how it works. Anytime the observer notices a change in the hive, it will dispense the shears.
Ah.
But if the hive is not at a full thing of honey, it will fail because there's nothing to harvest.
To collect. Okay, so
Which also means the good thing about that farm is even though it fails, it doesn't use any durability of the shears unless it actually succeeds.
got it.
And there's 5 levels. So when it gets to the 5th level, it actually uses the shears.
Okay, that makes sense. That's similar to the workings of like a what's it called? Kelp farm, where the observers observe the kelp at a certain height and then harvest it, but until the kelp grows up to that certain height, it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because you have the whole row doing the same stuff together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of the different farms that you can build in this game is just crazy. Like, I sort of understand how the kelp farm works, but at the same time, it's like I don't quite understand. Like, I don't understand.
The melon farm works though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the melon farm, the pumpkin farm, the cactus farm, those make sense, but the fact of, as far as like the kelp farm, that you're trying to gain the XP from not just the one thing that you're smelting, but from everything that was smelted before, so you have to stop it at a certain point in order to get that extra XP. Like, I don't understand like how you determine that point.
No, basically, that's not what it is at all.
Oh, no?
No. Basically, remember on the realm, I had it set up so that you could auto-harvest the flowers to bone meal?
Yeah.
Okay, so unless you put the fence there, the switch on the smelter,
Mm-hmm.
it'll just pass through like a bone meal did. But you don't want it to pass through because then you don't get the experience.
Right.
In the realm, okay? You remember out in the realm?
In the realm.
Just outside the thing, I had a
Yep.
thing where you could turn old tools and smelt the old tools and armor into iron ingots, and it was an automated system. But we never got experience from it, because once it got smelted, it dropped into a chest. The switch allows you to turn that off, basically, so you can get the experience.
Got it. So it's not that you have to pick a certain time when to hit the switch, it's just whenever you hit the switch.
And usually it's full, because it's running up to
constantly.
a certain point.
Yeah. So you get to decide when you want to get the experience by hitting the switch.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was like, I don't understand how you know what moment to hit the switch. I didn't realize it was just the switch exists to give you the opportunity to decide when you want to get XP from it. There's a cat under the bed. I just heard him jiggle. Buddy, why are you under the bed again? Why do you enjoy being under the bed?
Same goes for the cactus farm.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I should have just figured it worked the same way, because I understood how the cactus farm worked, especially when James was using it, and, was basically going down there, flipping switches, and then harvesting the XP. I don't know why I thought the kelp farm was different. a good question. What would I want? Hmm.
Maybe B has some ideas.
I don't know. Bee Daddy may have seen the bees and just been so happy and then just decided he's seen everything that he needs to see for now and has gone off to like download Minecraft so that he can play with the bees himself. I don't know if he's still there. I was kind of thinking though, like I maybe wanted to be something
I
like
have 4 of these. I'm giving one to you. You know what my name, what the one that's named my favorite name of all of them is?
what's that?
Agent Palmer's Fish and Chips.
Agent Palmer's Fish and Chips. That's nice. I was thinking, God, I can't remember the name now. Aquaman's real name.
Aquaman's full name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like his first name.
No, I'll just name it Aquaman's real name.
No, don't do that.
It'll be this.
No, not Aquaman's real name, Mark 1. Why can't I think of his name right now? Arthur! Ah. I was thinking about something like, Arthur's Bait and Tackle or something. I don't know, just something funny. Do we have slime loose in the castle, or is it underneath me?
Yes.
Yes to what? Oh, my inventory's...
Look up to where you are.
What now?
Look up to where you are right now.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's in the castle.
What? Why did I have to look up for that?
Because I wasn't sure where you were.
Oh!
If you were on the other side...
No, I was over on this side.
We have a slime chunk.
Oh, we have a slime chunk.
And we technically have a slime bar. We push some iron golems into the hole. And when the things jump into the hole, the golems kill them. We just have no way to collect at the moment.
Then it's not really a slime farm yet.
Could be.
Well, yeah, but we'd have to make a collection system. Are you gonna be fishing and do you want me to sleep, or...
Yeah, you can sleep. I just gotta get levels to finish the rod.
So is this just going to be a giant pool you're making? Because that would be fun. No, what I'm digging is, I'm digging all the way down to bedrock, all the way around the castle. So like a giant moat that...
Technically a dry moat unless we fill it.
Yeah, it'll be a dry moat, which I actually think it might be cool just to fill it at a certain like level. But
Fill it.
not like the whole thing. Just like I don't know how it would work. Like, I don't know, maybe glassing it off at a certain point and then filling it with water from that point so that you can still see down the bottom the giant, you know, crevice that has been made of...
I mean, if you're gonna do that, then I'd say, like, make the corners, clear, and,
but the current goal is just punch all the way around the castle for a natural, I guess not natural moat, but for a giant dry moat until we decide what we want to do with it. Alright, goes there. You can trade. Where are we putting what? I'm gonna put this axe here because I don't need it right now and it's just getting in my way. Alrighty. You're digging it for the blocks? Why not just use TNT? Because TNT is a... we have a limited amount of gunpowder to make the TNT. Yeah, basically the punching the chunks, which is taking a chunk all the way from the top all the way down to bedrock, is primarily for resources and just because I think it's fun. It's very relaxing. But yeah, we basically get it for the resources because all the stone and stuff that we keep, basically we can trade in to all of the different villagers that we have in the trading hall where all the stone can get traded in. We've got guys that trade in iron. So definitely all the resources we get from it can be used. So it does work out well. That's where I left off. Stone there. Yeah, well, using TNT might be fun. It also, the TNT actually doesn't create that big of a hole, especially for, like, if you're just dealing with stone. Like, if it's dirt, yeah, it can blow up a pretty decent hole, like when the creepers blow up near you as well. But when it's stone, I don't think it actually gets rid of that many blocks. So it's actually really inefficient to use TNT, other than it just going boom. And then it really doesn't clear away all that many blocks. So you're still kind of left having to mine them anyway. That's why I use all the TNT. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you used more than one, you definitely would get a decent explosion. But then that's all the TNT, and then we don't have any more. And then we have to go hunt creepers. And no one wants to accidentally get blown up just for more gunpowder. Not when I've got a really cool pickaxe that makes this super fast and fun. And a really cool shovel. Yeah, when Palmer gets bored, he occasionally will just grab my tools and make them better. He did that for the sword, my shovel. And I don't want to say I want him to be bored more often because then I get better tools. I mean, at this point, the only way to make the tools that I have better is for us to go to the Nether and look for ancient debris so that we can turn it into netherite and then turn our tools into netherite, because netherite is the, I think the strongest that you can make your tools. It's stronger than diamond, which is what we have. So netherite is basically as top tier tools as you can get. And we haven't really done that yet. That's what I would do in Minecraft. Be a creeper bounty hunter / beekeeper. Sell gunpowder on the side. You would sell gunpowder to, like, fund your beekeeping. It's all for the bees. I could totally see that. Oh, yeah. That's funny. Alright, let's heal up this pick a little bit. There. I mean, beekeeping was enough for me to quit my other jobs. I would happily watch a YouTube video on it and download the game again. Yeah, I mean, just from the regular vanilla Minecraft, you could have bees, do some beekeeping, have a variety of different bee farms, and create your own little apiaries in game. You wouldn't even need the mods for that. It's just the mods, like I said, give you all sorts of different kind of colors and abilities. Like, I forget what the bee mod all has, but I saw somebody who was streaming the bee mod, and it was like they made bees that were bee versions of all the different mobs in Minecraft. So, like, there was a creeper bee and a zombie bee and just different weird versions of bees, and then there were all the different colors. Oops. Messing things up.
So what am I naming this damn thing?
This is the farm I built, and the other one I haven't yet. Not the Frankenstein bee labor farm Palmer made. I'm not going that far. Yeah, you don't have to do that one. Yeah, Pixel Riffs does a great job of having really cool builds and stuff. I don't think it was Pixel Riff that was trying out the bee mod that I saw. I think that was somebody else. But yeah. The fishing rod? I don't know. The only thing that I've come up with so far is Arthur's bait and tackle, but I can't think of anything better.
I got it.
You got something better?
Yeah.
Okay. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. I saw one literally years ago in a feed, the Beast Mod pack stream. It was rad, but that was like 7 to 8 years ago, I think. I don't watch those guys on YouTube anymore. Yeah, and the one I saw was much more recent. I should probably sleep real quick. I want want to say it was a few months ago that I saw the B mod that I'm recalling. I don't think it was last year. I think it was this year. But I did watch... Yeah, the vanilla ones look way different than the stuff I saw. Alright, let's see what Palmer named this fishing rod.
Well, it's yours.
Well, okay. Let's see what Palmer named my fishing rod. Atlantean Torture Stick Mach 1. That is really funny. Oh, God. Oh. Wow. Yeah. Bravo, Palmer. Bravo. Oh, man. Atlantean Torture Stick. Whew. He cracked me up really good earlier. We were watching a Netflix special on pop music. So this particular episode was all about Sweden and Sweden's effect on pop music in general. They basically went into detail on how most of the popular pop songs you know today, whether they be from American artists or other artists, most likely were written and produced by a Swede. They, of course, covered ABBA and their huge effect on pop in the 70s. They covered Ace of Base and their effects on pop in the 80s. And just all of the really famous producers that all are from Sweden. And we were... Sorry for that. Lurked during dinner and phone died. Oh, no problem, Wizard. It's going well. So I was telling a story about a show that Palmer and I were watching earlier. And so they get to talking about Ace of Base. And I can't remember the exact line anymore. But it was something about that they saw something in them or something like that, and Palmer just goes, they saw a sign. And I just lost it. It shouldn't have even been that funny, because obviously if you don't know, Ace of Base sang a song called Sign. Or it might also be called something slightly different, but it was all about, I saw a sign, and it opened up my eyes. So, that song. And so that's why it was funny, because they're like, they saw something in us, and Palmer's like, was it a sign? And yeah, he had to pause the show, because I was laughing so hard and uncontrollably that, I needed a moment to be able to breathe again. And I told him, like, that was so dumb. Like, I don't understand why I'm laughing so hard about this, but it just was the timing of it. There's a lot of EDM that comes out of Sweden. Yeah, they also talked, I mean, Sweden and in Europe in general. Europe was always has been and probably always will be a huge scene for EDM and club music, dance music, Euro dance, that sort of thing. And they brought that up. They said kind of like in the 80s and 90s when the US was really into other types of music, like you were having like Boys to Men coming out around that time. Europe was still kind of really into that techno dance scene, not so much the pop scene. So they they were saying how the producers in Sweden decided, well, we'll use that to our advantage. They'll use the kind of the track of the song, like kind of the beat and stuff, and base that off of dance music, and then just put the vocals over it so that you have a combined song of like a pop song that has its roots in dance music. So they were saying for Ace of Base in particular, they would take just the music track without the vocals, just the underlying track, and they would take it to the clubs in Sweden, and they'd play it. And depending on how well the song did, like if it got people to get up and dance, then they know, okay, then we've got something. Then they would add the lyrics to it, and then they'd know, okay, so no matter what, people are going to dance to this because they really like just the track without the vocals. Then they're going to add in the vocals, and then everyone will like it, and that was their recipe for a pop song, was just, you know, get cool dance music and add lyrics to it, and that's how Ace of Base became a huge hit everywhere. The other one they, of course, talked about was Roxette, who I was also a big fan of. Like, I was a huge fan of Ace of Base and Roxette, ABBA as well. My mom was a huge ABBA fan, so I, of course, loved them growing up as well. But it was the same thing, like, Roxette are a Swedish band, and they became popular in the US because an American exchange student was in Sweden, heard Roxette, and basically brought a record back to the US and gave it to a DJ. It was like, you should play this, it's really great. And the DJ was like, yeah, I like this. And he played it, and then he gave it to other DJs, and that's how Roxette became famous in the US. If it wasn't for that American exchange student, we may not know of Roxette. Europe would have known of Roxette, but we wouldn't. Also, Pretty Woman. Yeah. I mean, movies definitely help with, helping to kind of bring music into to more audiences. That's very true. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Yeah. I just noticed you put, like, all the lyrics. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign and opened up my eyes. Did you do that from memory, B Daddy, or did you just copy and paste it? Because if you did that from memory, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, I love that song. Like I said, I love Ace of Base, Roxette. So if you're a person like me who likes a wide variety of music, but also grew up on a lot of great pop music, Palmer's fishing with buckets. He's making a tactical advantage. Catch a fish without a fishing rod. That's typically using a bucket. But, yeah, so if you're a fan of pop music and kind of hearing about really cool, like, origin stories of pop music, check out the Netflix special. I think it's just called Pop Music. There may be a subtitle, but I'm not sure. I think if you just... 3/4 was from memory. I couldn't remember what came after No One's Going to Drag You Up. I mean, that's pretty good. That was probably more lyrics than I could have remembered, and like I said, I love the song and listened to it constantly for a while. But there's a lot of songs that I used to...
How much can you remember of Love Fool?
Of what? Love Fool? I don't think I can remember anything of Love Fool. There were some songs that I used to know by heart way back when that now I don't remember. Like, if I hear it all of a sudden, then I'm like, oh yeah, I could sing along with it.
How can you not hear
No.
it the moment I say it?
No. I can't.
That weird, high-pitched, annoying...
No, I'm drawing a blank right now. But, yeah. Go check out the pop music special whatever series on Netflix if you're at all interested. The first one was Boys to Men, which I was pretty excited about because I was also a big fan of Boys to Men. They were like the original, boy band, but were really, really cool. Had a lot of great songs. I was slightly too young to, I think, fully appreciate Boys to Men. And a lot of the content and themes of their music. But then, of course...
See, B Daddy's got me.
The Cardigan song, Loveful. Yeah, that's what Palmer's talking about. I just... I can't think of anything of that song right now. But yeah, anyway, so the pop music show on Netflix starts out with Boys to Men, and their basically effect on pop music as being the original, like, not really boy band, because they were the original kind of like 4-part harmony group, and were both R&B but also pop, and they had that kind of old Motown vibe to them, but every boy band that followed emulated Boys to Men, and so they focused on that, and of course Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and 98 Degrees, they all came up in that. The other episode was all about autotune, which was really interesting. I learned quite a bit about autotune that I didn't realize. And it was really cool because they talked to kind of the creator of autotune, and then they talked to people who kind of saw it as not a bad thing, and people that, the main person that they were, of course, talking to was T-Pain, because he was famously known for using autotune and everything, so... Yeah, those were the only episodes we've watched so far. It's the Boys to Men one, the Auto-Tune, and Sweden. I don't know how many more episodes are left, but your AI and I need to talk. Hey. Love me, say that you love me. Fool me. Oh! Yeah. I do know that song. But when he said it, like, Love Fool did not make the connection to the Love Me song. I don't know why. But yes, no, I definitely know that song. That's probably all that I would know of the lyrics off the top of my head, probably, because it's just love me, say that you love me, fool me, go in and fool me. I don't care about anything but you. Right? Is that how the rest goes? Oh, my inventory's full again. Because I have a fishing rod that's now taking up space as well. Maybe that's just a song that I just never really remembered the correct name of. Like, I'm sure I would have just, if I was trying to describe that song, probably would have just gone, the Love Me song. Instead of Love Fool. There's a lot of songs like that where, I am ashamed to admit, probably took me far too long to actually learn the actual titles of songs. There are quite a few where it's like, oh, that's what that song is called. Right. Of course, I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, because, when you want your memory to work, it never does. Oh, thank you, wizard. It's a bit different, but yeah, they do variations on every verse. But that's just, yeah. Now you say that, yeah, I completely know that song. It was another song that I really liked. Yeah, that was I also listened to a lot of pop growing up because of influences from my mother, who listened to a lot of pop music from many different genres and things like that. Growing up in Europe, I also listened to a lot of like dance music, and um, there was a lot of it. And so a lot of stuff that maybe hadn't been popular in the US yet, I was being exposed to first because I was in Europe. So I finally found more copper when mining earlier today. Good! Finding copper is always good. I'll put that there. Grab that. I'll put that there. And we'll fill them all up with more coal. Now. Dirt. Copper? I don't know why I sounded so confused about the copper when this is literally the chest where the copper goes. I'm like, copper? Okay. Where to put my Atlantean torture stick? I'm gonna put it upstairs, I think, for now, and then go back to doing a little bit more digging before the end of stream. The amount of music I listen to is absurd. I like almost all of it, but a lot of that helps with producing, and it's just a habit now. Amy and I send music to each other now. Discord has been wonderful for music sharing. Yeah. I mean, the amount of music that I've been exposed to, not only from Foxy's Thursday musical streams, but just from the Discord as well, and everyone sharing all of the different music. Like, you, B Daddy, and God, I'm blanking on his name. How is that possible? Psylocke. Why can I only remember his handle? CJ. Basically, because of the fact that you guys all produce your own music and you make your own music, like just the influences that you guys have had and all of the different collaborations and stuff, it's so cool, and it's so neat to get to kind of see all that and listen to it, and it's very, very cool. But yeah, I listen to it a lot of music too. There are some music types and genres that I'm not super into, but I'll listen to on occasion. There's some that I'm just not really all that into at all. But for the fair majority, I love music and will be willing to listen to a lot of it. And just depending on the mood that I happen to be in, I may be in more of a dance mood. Like this past weekend was a lot of nostalgia, where I just decided I was going to listen to just a bunch of I mean, there were some American stuff in there too, but it was mostly European dance music of the 90s that I used to listen to, and when growing up, it was the 90s and early 2000s, and then some a little bit later, like mid to late 2000s, but mostly it was a lot of older stuff that I used to listen to, and just kind of like, they were all on these like mixed CDs, where it was just like a bunch of different artists, like it was like various artists all on like a 2 CD set. They were, I think they're German, because that was always where I bought them, was in Germany. They were called Bravo hits, and it was really heavily featured on European music. So you had music from the UK, music from Spain, Portugal, the Middle East, India, German music, obviously, French music, music from Belgium. Like, it was just Europe and beyond. They would just like pull a whole bunch of different artists and songs and stuff and just slap them all together, so you were just getting a huge variety of music on these CDs, and I loved it. Like, I just ate those things up. Every time I went went to visit family in Germany, I would pick up a new Bravo hit CD. And now, thanks to the power of Spotify and people putting together playlists, I can find a lot of those mixes that I used to listen to, because there was a bunch that I didn't get, and some that I don't have anymore, just because I lost the CDs and stuff like that. But people have gone out and said, oh, these were what was kind of available on those CDs at the time, or kind of what they remember, and they have compiled all these like playlists of what they think were on those, and so it was really cool to kind of listen to all those songs. So it's great. First time I found a little less than a stack. It took weeks to find more. 5 6. Well, do what I do, Wizard. Just start digging holes from the top all the way down to bedrock, and you'll find a decent amount of copper. Dan Takes the Cake. He posted a song, I know I mentioned it in D&D, that has changed my world. That Baker Mat song he shared on Foxy's stream. I'll link it to you in Discord. That sounds amazing. Yeah, Dan has some great taste in music. I mean, all of the Danger Club guys. Foxy has a lot of great music, and a lot of it, it's funny that the amount of, like, I should probably sleep, the kind of the similarities of the types of music that they listen to and the types of music that I listen to, like, there's a lot of crossover. Even with all of you, like, I feel like that's why we probably all get along so well and can recommend music to each other's, because it's like, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah. Alright, let's go down, and I mainly want to do builds with it, even though it oxidizes. Still want to incorporate copper blocks into my builds. There is a way to stop it from oxidizing if you don't want it to oxidize, Wizard. So you can use wax from the bees to wax the copper, and then if you want it to be in the copper color when you first place it, you wax it at that point, and then it will stay that copper color the entire time. And then if you want it to be kind of a different color, or when it's starting to oxidize, so if you want varying shades of green, or the green mixed with the copper color, you just wax it at that point, and then it stops it from oxidizing further or oxidizing completely. So,
well, if you're gonna say I should have waited,
oh, Palmer also put it in there, but I mean, you explained to the people that's why you started your honeycomb farm. Yeah, because that's the big part of having the honeycombs, is so you can use it to wax the copper.
wait till you find out why I have a rabbit farm.
We have a rabbit farm? Is that the one that's at the farm? I mean, what do the rabbits do other than hop around like crazy bunnies and escape?
Well, the new bundles are going to be made with rabbit hide, I think.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the bundles. Because those haven't come in yet, right? That's what the next update?
That'll be 118,
Yeah, I forgot about the bundles.
but we're already prepared.
Unless they decided last minute to change it so that it's not rabbit hide. Then you'll just have a bunch of, like, rabbits for no reason. That are really good at escaping.
4 stacks there, and the other farm is caught up too.
Are you telling me you keep bees for something other than honey? Is this why you turned your hives into a honey sweatshop, you monsters? Hey, I didn't decide to do that. That was all Palmer, but he's at least the automated honeycomb collector. Yeah, I think that's what he wants it for, is so that the honeycomb can be used for a variety of things. I don't know if it's just because he wants to keep copper from oxidizing, but So I still don't entirely know everything that you can use the honey for in the honeycombs. Whoa! Good grief. Really? Why are you constantly firing arrows at me? And, you know, scaring me. Would you stop it? You could hit me. I am at 63 levels, sir. If you hit me, I'm gonna be very upset with you. Does anyone know what pointed dripstone is for? That's a Palmer question. He's been playing around with the dripstone.
Can you come up to the...
You should liberate his honeybees in retaliation.
Can you go up to the front entrance?
Yeah, I could go to the front entrance. I mean, if he would have actually hit me, I probably would have gone and liberated his bees, because I can't remember a time that I've been playing Minecraft that I've had 63 levels, and that was basically from all of the guardian hunting and killing that we did while we were emptying out that water temple. And so I've gained so many levels, and then the rest was from trading and resources. So I want to have the levels to be able to combine a bunch of books and things, and hopefully get that trident that we have ready to go. Oh, I should probably go the other way. Well, actually, I can do it from the inside. You don't have to go from the outside to see the dripstone. So this is what Palmer was talking about by our front entrance. These are the pointed dripstones.
Alright, hydrate.
Okay, Palmer's got some splaining to do, so listen up, Hydrate Wizard.
So, when you break them, they're all the same size, and you can stack them to make them bigger, like the ones on the edge. I think the ones on the edge are 3 or 4, and the ones in the middle are 2 or 3. Don't remember. They will grow if you put a water source on top of the dripstone blocks, and then they will drip down. There is also a way, and I haven't, I don't mess around with potions enough for this. There is also a way that if you pour a potion in a cauldron and put it under a water-sourced dripstone, the water will mix with the potion and you will end up with basically unlimited potions. There's also a way that you can do the same thing with lava. If you put lava on top of the dripstone and put a cauldron underneath, you will get unlimited lava. It takes forever.
That's some crazy
but these are some of the things people are using. I'm not sure what's going to get nerfed in 118.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. Now, the other thing is these are very offensive and defensive. If I broke that and someone was standing under it and it fell on them, it does damage. For the same reason, I'm not under it.
I know. You're
for the same reason, if you do fall down a crevice, make sure you don't fall on one. You will also take additional damage.
This is true. I once landed... it wasn't even a big one. I landed on like a tiny one and took a little bit of damage. Yeah. I was like, what the...
That's all of the points of it that I can figure out. Also, people are making like really cool dragon builds, and those are the teeth.
Teeth. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, it looks really cool like as our like gate decoration here. So it's basically... we're using it for decorative purposes, but... as Palmer explained, there's apparently other reasons to use it. Now I want to build a dragon. Because that would be great. Do they have to be placed on a certain block put in between the water source?
Yeah, if you go into the miscellaneous chest, you can show her the block.
Miscellaneous chest. Alright, so... Yeah, so this is a dripstone block, and that's the pointed dripstone. So you place the block, and then the dripstone grows from the block. So if you have just a pointed one, I guess you could just put it somewhere, and then it probably won't grow further unless you add a block to it. Palmer's going to demonstrate. So he's placing...
I don't think I went high enough.
No, you gotta go one higher. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, so we'll sleep real quick. Alright.
If you want them to grow, place these blocks, the dripstone block, and then if you want to manually place it, you place the dripstone. And then,
Aha.
I don't know if you can,
Yeah, and then you go and...
put the water on top.
So let's see, you put the water... It doesn't... I don't think it even has to be still water, right? It could just be this water source.
Yeah, it's just gotta be over.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, if you want this, if you're impatient.
Yeah, but you can already see the water coming through and dripping.
Target the one that's already there.
Yep. Ah, okay, so you can add the two together to make it bigger if you're impatient. Otherwise, these will eventually...
And then, did you see it fall?
Yeah. So eventually, more will come down from here, and eventually will look like that.
Well, that I just placed.
But, yeah. So that's dripstone. They're cool little blocks. And how do you find the dripstone blocks? Is you collect the dripstone and then combine it? Like how does it come in block form? Like does it automatically?
It comes as you know what?
I forget how it forms. Does it form as the block and then the? Oh, yeah.
You'll find it as just plain block and plain block with
the point already. Yeah, okay.
It's called a
That's right. Okay.
And then, I think there was more over there, but I don't remember.
Yeah, there's one over there. So, yeah, okay. Then that's I couldn't exactly remember, but yeah. So you harvest the full block and then just add water to it. Okie dokie. You're welcome, wizard. Hello, bee friends. All the children have grown. Wow.
And obviously we should harvest this stuff.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think that just about does it for the stream this evening. So let's go ahead and just drop off any of the stuff that we have in our inventory real quick, which I think is just this. Nope, I had some extra stuff, that's right. So we'll put that all away. Thanks for the lurk, wizard. Hey, Iceman. Coming in there right at the end with the lurk. Appreciate it, though. Alright, so we'll put away this stuff real quick, and then we'll see about setting up a raid. Alright. So, let me just get out of the game here. I have to report this beast to the authorities, just saying. Yeah, Palmer said it's apparently producing quite a lot of honeycomb, so that's good, I guess. Alright, who is live right now that we might want to raid? Our buddy Rob, FPSgra, is live with XCOM 2. Our buddy Sir Wilhelm is live with Rocket League. Curly Bird is live. I know Curly Bird was in the process of trying to get affiliate. Which I don't know if she has met yet. She definitely has enough followers now, which is great. She's playing Mass Effect, so we might want to go support Curly Bird just to make sure she continues to get those average viewers that she needs for affiliate. So I think because both Rob and Bill are affiliate like I am already, they don't need our support as much as Curly Bird does, and yeah, exactly. For Palmer, the ends justify the means. Yeah, she's trying to get over 3 viewers, because the viewership is almost the harder part to get for affiliate than the followers. You can get to 50 followers, I don't want to say pretty easily, but it's manageable. The viewership, on the other hand, is what you really struggle with. So let's go ahead and set up our raid to our friend Curly Bird and help her with that hopefully step to affiliate. So we'll go ahead and start that raid, get that set up. There's our raid message that we will send over in her chat. Yeah, so I think that just about does it. So Thanks everybody for tuning in for Minecraft Monday and checking out all of the kind of new additions that we've made to the server. As I was telling Christian earlier, it's almost done. And then we'll see about opening it up and letting everyone know how they can join it if they want to. I still have a few more things to finish, but it's close. So that'll be happening soon. I'm hoping to have Triforce Dad on Wednesday. He was a bit busy today, so we decided to postpone it to Wednesday when he was going to have a bit more free time. So Triforce Dad will be on for the special surprise on Wednesday, hopefully, and then we'll do that. So I will basically see everybody on Wednesday. Thanks again for joining in. Go say hello to Curly Bird, and I will see you guys all next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.